spirit, and welcome back to the Vulture Culture Podcast Season 2. This is the only podcast with a second season. Most of them never make it this far. I am joined again by my two cohorts, Sirsplaysalot and RoxyReviews. Welcome, gentlemen and gentle lady.
Whoa.
I don't know why you say gentlemen as if there are two sirs here.
Whoa.
Yeah, sir, there's two.
That was intense. Don't mind me. I just flew in from the new ruins level, and boy, are my arms tired. Yeah.
We got
a barbecue for lunch.
Thank you very much. Wow, that was some funny stuff. Wow, funny stuff.
Today's a very interesting episode because guess what, everybody, we're doing a sequel. I mean, this ain't the first time.
And the sequel is
Season
actually
2.
one of my favorite games.
Yeah, we're actually getting around to Roxy's favorite games. Because, like, we talked about Plants vs. Zombies with Guy, and that was one of Guy's answers favorite games. We talked with Panther about Danganronpa, and Danganronpa's, well, it's not my favorite Danganronpa, but it is one of my favorite games. And
we talked to me again about Shantae Half Genie Hero.
Yep. And now we finally decided to give Roxy a shot to let us talk about their favorite game, which is Crash Bandicoot.
I mean, this isn't even my favorite game. It's just one of my favorite games.
Yeah.
The good thing is, though,
This is like
since we already did an
8 or
episode of
7
the first
for you.
Crash Bandicoot, you two already owns this. I didn't have to.
Oh.
I didn't have to go, buy this $30 game. I mean, I did that for Goodbye Volcano High, but that was for a trade. So
that was for me. At least you don't have to go out and, like, buy every X-Men movie, though. You know, you don't have to go out and do that.
It's all available on Disney Plus.
Yeah, they're all available on Disney Plus for the low cost of free, I guess. Yes, today we are talking about...
I just want to say, I am in high spirits today because I finished my rant about Goodbye Volcano High.
Yep.
I'm free! Puppy is free!
I'm in high spirits because I just finished this game today.
I'm in
Not 100%, but still enjoyed myself.
Yeah, you're in high spirits because of how amazing the final boss is.
Yeah, so we are talking about the video game Crash Bandicoot 2, Cortex Strikes Back, which is a 1997 platform game developed by Naughty Dog and published by Sony Computer Entertainment for the PlayStation. It is a sequel to Crash Bandicoot 1996 and is part of the Crash Bandicoot series. Taking place on a fictional group of islands near Australia, Crash Bandicoot 2 follows the adventures of the anthropomorphic Bandicoot named Crash. Crash is abducted by series villain Dr. Neo Cortex, who tricks him into thinking he wants to save the world. Crash is thrust into several parts of Insanity Island in order to gather crystals that will allow Cortex to contain the power of an upcoming planetary alignment and keep the planet from being destroyed. Crash's sister Coco and Cortex, former assistant Dr. Nitrous Brio, try to warn him about Cortex, with the latter urging Crash to gather the gems instead of crystals. And that's pretty much it. I guess I should mention, me and Sir did not play the PlayStation 2 original. We played the remake of Crash.
The Insanity Trilogy.
Yep.
The Insane Trilogy.
Yep.
Which still has its wanky hitboxes.
And
I remember being like 1 inch away from the pillar, and it still crushed me.
We got a lot to talk about. So to start off, instead of
because this game is jam-packed with content.
Before we get into the actual meat of it, I do want to ask, we all remember the first Crash Bandicoot game and how we all felt. I mean, we did the special and we kind of talked about it there, but like I think we all can agree that some of us didn't care for the first game all that much in comparison to other video games. Mostly with me and Sir not giving it the high respect it, I guess, deserves. I don't know.
Sort of.
Yeah, me and Sir didn't like hate Crash Bandicoot. I gave it a 7. I kind of redacted and gave it a 6 later on.
I gave it a 6.
I think I gave it a 6. I could have given it a higher score. I don't remember. Roxy definitely loves Crash Bandicoot, hence why we are talking about it today for the sequel episode.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So.
By the way, here's a hint.
Yeah,
Here's a hint. It's pretty fucking obvious if you know me, but Cortex is going to be on my best villains list when we do that episode.
Yeah, whenever we get to that episode, we will.
Actually, that episode's probably already out by the time this one goes out.
No, this one is. This is episode 29.
No, this is episode 4. Favorite villains.
Yeah, favorite villains.
I mean, episode. I got the numbers mixed up. Pull up the list.
Episode 35. Episode 35 is top 5 best villains. Next episode is top 5 best movies. So, there. We're sorted out, okay? If you all know that now, good.
Yeah, we're all sorted out.
See you guys in a couple weeks when we do best villains. I mean, it's not like we were going to keep it a secret forever, so it's fine that we get out now. It's not like it's like, whoa, it's crazy. Anyways, so yeah, I know we all talked about it. At the very least, we brought up how we felt about Crash 1. We have a whole episode about it. And the only reason why I bring it up now is because I think this game is better. But we'll get to that. After...
Yeah, everybody thinks this game is better except Guy, but he's not here, so...
Yeah, Guy can't argue, so... should we just go on to first impressions? Or first thoughts? We'll start with Sir. Or, you know what? Let's start with Roxy. How did you get into this game? Just give us your story about this one, because I do want to know.
Well, so it was like a year after I first got the Insane Trilogy, because I gave up on Native Fortress when playing Crash 1 originally. But after I finished Crash 1, I was like, that was really fun. I want to play the other 2 games in this trilogy. And then I played Crash 2, and then I played Crash 3, and for some reason, in my mind, I just sort of went like, oh, well, Crash 1 is the best of the trilogy. I mean, it's better than Crash 3. Maybe just Crash 3's over-reliance on vehicle levels just left a bad taste in my mouth and soured my thoughts on Crash 2. Because when I revisited Crash 2, I was like, holy shit, what the fuck was I thinking? This is great.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah. So that's how you fell in love with this game, was you kind of came back to it after playing through past Naval Fortress. Alright. Should we move on to Sir? Or are you not done, Roxy?
Yeah.
No, I'm done for now.
Okay. So go ahead, Sir.
Yeah, again, I knew about it beforehand, like the first game. Didn't play it till recently. And, I don't think I have much more to add other than that.
Wow.
I already played a Crash Bandicoot game in the past, and now I have to do it again. Yes,
Caroline. There's no way Caroline even understands that reference.
Yeah, I will keep referencing that ad throughout the entire episode.
What ad?
It's so fucking bad. No, you don't know the ad? Oh my god.
Okay, should we pause it and have Caroline watch it?
No,
please.
I'll watch it. I'll watch it after.
Yeah, send it to Caroline afterward.
Well, I'll send you a link. I'll send you a link for afterwards.
Also, Caroline, put the ad version of Crash behind us in the thumbnail.
Is it the one where he's swearing at the fucking building? Where he's like, "Oh, fuck you, Nintendo! Fuck you!"
No, but that one is really funny.
No, it's this one.
Okay, well, I'll take a peek at it once we're done. I'm just... We got a lot to talk about, fellas. Okay, so how I found out about this game. I got the Insane Trilogy for Christmas. And I played Crash 1, got stuck at Naval Fortress, like Roxy. And then basically, I was like, you know what? I'll try Crash 2. I got like pretty far into Crash 2, but this was like during a time where I was like really pushing myself to always release gaming videos. Now it's like I do, but like I'm not gonna force myself. I'm not gonna kill myself to do it. And I was like, you know what? I can't play this because like I was delayed an episode, and I was like freaking out, like, oh my god, these people are gonna kill me, and like I just had that mindset. And basically, I was like,
But don't kill me!
I got like past World 2, and I was having a good time with it. I was just more like, I don't want to do this. I just don't want to do this. And so I just kind of put the controller down, stopped playing it, and now a couple years later, I have sat down and played it. And what's weird about it is, like, this was very cool coming back to it after a couple months of just not playing it. I do have to say, this game's actually pretty interesting to talk about. Not good, not bad. You'll hear about it once we actually get into it, but yeah, so I just want to get that out of the way. So I think it's only fair. Let's start at the gameplay. And we'll start with Sir. What do you think of the gameplay, Sir?
It is such an improvement over the first one. It isn't even funny. Like, oh my gosh. Like, I feel more free with the movement.
Mm-hmm.
And it's still, I still say that's still knowing this is Insane Trilogy, but still it just feels better overall, especially with your moveset.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry.
Whether it's like
Oh, sorry.
whether it's like the slide jump, which, oh my gosh, is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Or smashing enemies in crates with your round Bandicoot belly.
Yep.
What do you mean round Bandicoot belly? Crash is like the skinniest motherfucker you'll ever see.
And crawling, which I only used a few times. I mainly just slide.
Mm-hmm. Alright. So you seem to have enjoyed
But
the
yeah,
gameplay. You go ahead, Roxy.
I agree with Sir. I think that the additional moves that Crash has in this game significantly improve the gameplay. Just because in Crash 1, well, the levels in Crash 1 are really good, but Crash's actual movement and stuff is very, very basic in that game. You know?
Yeah, I would say it kind of feels a little bit stiff in a lot of instances. If like that's not the right word, I don't know what other words I can use to describe it. Sometimes it feels stiff. Like you're trying to do one thing.
Well, but because all you can do is run and run, jump, and spin. That's literally it in the original.
Yeah, I'm kind of in agreement with Sir as well that the moveset is like night and day compared to compared to the first game. I would even I would even say like obviously many people would be like, "Oh, yeah, but it kind of makes the game feel a little bit easier." The game's still relatively challenging. I died a fair amount of times.
Yeah, the game's not a pushover.
Yeah, it will not hesitate to kick your ass. And I'm fine with that cuz it's not the game kicking your ass, it's you kicking your own ass because you wandered around 15 minutes around to find one piece of a puzzle. Okay. Sorry. NCS reference aside. I do really like the fact that this game kind of gives you like a whole new arsenal. You know what? Okay, sneak peek on my opinions on Crash 3 because I played that recently. I like how that game also kind of does its moveset because it feels so good to have multiple of different gear. Because you know, you got your you got like a Crash Bazooka. It's weird that you have to get ground pound again though in the beginning because you already have it in the beginning of Crash 2.
No, you already have it. It's just you get a super version.
Oh, okay. It kind of looks
where
like
where the hitbox becomes much larger without hurting you.
Oh, I see. Okay, well that makes a lot more sense. Okay. But alright, off Crash 3 for a minute. Well, for now. Until we eventually do the Crash 3 episode. Yeah, the moveset's really good in this game. I like it, and
Yeah,
I think that can even go with the platforming as well being way better. Like,
platforming.
yeah, I like
Yeah,
the.
it feels a lot more better,
Mhm.
albeit with some iffy moments here and there. But other than that, it's mostly great.
Mhm. Agreed.
Like, yeah,
Um, I will say one of the things that I like about this game, other than just gameplay's better, and like the level, like okay, because in Crash One, every level, aside like the one or two castle level, and like near the end when you're getting to like the science lab stuff, feels the exact fucking same. And I think Roxy can agree
I
with me
wouldn't
on
say
that.
that. I'd say Crash One's levels they're of distinct environments, but they're all within the same island theme. So
Yeah,
Island 1 is like a tropical place with like a village and stuff. Island 2 is ruins, and then Island 3 has been taken over by Cortex.
yeah, but it's still
Crash 2 does something completely different where instead it gives you a level select out of a group of levels and you can play them in any order you want, but the levels also have no particular theme.
yeah, like they didn't feel limited to having a theme, like, and I think that
Yeah.
was for its other
Now,
betterment.
I have seen people complain where they were like, well, it feels, and I myself actually have mentioned this before as well, but where people have been like, oh, but in Crash 1, it feels like you're going on a big quest with a huge map and you get a sense of scale for where you're going and stuff. And Crash 2 doesn't give you that. Which, yeah, it's true, but also the different level themes and environments more than make up for that, so I don't really care.
Um,
yeah.
I was even gonna bring
Still, the environments in this, even if they reuse some of the same themes, like the sewer,
the tundras.
spaceship, still,
Sorry.
still not too much.
Yeah,
They still have their
that
own distinct enemies and assets.
that's another thing. Crash 1, some of the levels in Crash 1 were their own unique environments and settings that in the stage themes never returned at any other point in the game. It, every single level theme in Crash 2 is used for at least 2 levels. But also, once again, I don't really care.
So, like I said, not too much.
Mm-hmm.
They all still have their own, like the eels, the scrubbing robots, whatever, in the sewer,
Mm-hmm.
the annoying starfish robots, crushers in the space station, the ice levels with seals, penguins, and like the rain levels, especially with those fire-breathing dudes,
Yeah.
Oi, talk
They
about
must have
bad
eaten a
breath.
barbecue for lunch.
They must have eaten a barbecue for lunch.
I'm so
Caroline's
out
gonna
of.
be so confused.
I'm already out of the fucking loop. I don't even know what these two are even talking about. Um,
Oh, you will see. You will see.
what in the world? Why did I get?
What, you've never wanted to see a terrible CGI version of Crash Bandicoot do an Arnold Schwarzenegger impression?
No. Um, along with
Well,
Crash,
too bad.
along with that, I would say that one of my favorite things about Crash 2's level design is the fact that like it's kind of like not that much different than Crash Bandicoot 1. Cause like it's still the levels that you remember from Crash 1 to an extent. Well, also like it's like still like the challenge. It just looks different. Ice mechanics, hell yeah, everybody's favorite. I know. Um,
Okay, I just want to note, Crash Bandicoot 2 has the most ridiculous ice physics I've ever seen.
Yeah, the ice physics are a bit of the iffy side. It's like,
yeah,
mm.
and oh, go ahead.
Yeah, especially since I think I remember like trying to turn the other way, accidentally hitting a TNT crate, or was it a nitro? I don't know.
Oh yeah.
But either way, I exploded and died because I tried to turn one way and ended up there.
I do have a question. could be wrong about this. Is this... No, because Nitro Carts... Didn't the Nitro crates exist in Crash 1?
No, they did not.
Okay, so I wasn't crazy. Because I was thinking, I was like, I don't remember if there was any Nitro Carts in Crash Bandicoot 1.
Nitro Kart is a Crash game, by the way.
Sorry, Nitro
So
Crates.
that's really
Nitro
weird
crates.
when you say that.
My bad. That's what I mean. The Nitro Crates. It was awesome seeing them, like, it's a nice little addition to the game to have, like, you know, because you have TNT, but it's like they're very easy to avoid. You just gotta move out of the way before it hits 0.
Yeah.
But, like...
I like that they added boxes that just straight up kill you.
Yeah.
If you touch them at all. And the game, it's... I will say, I don't know why the game decided, hey, let's, instead of making them not count towards the box total, let's instead have them, like, have, like, a switch at the end of each level that allows you to blow them all up. I don't know why they went in that direction, but also it doesn't matter. So once again,
Yeah.
who cares? Why would I complain about that?
Also, like,
you know?
Yeah, also they got rid of the weird little token things from Crash Bandicoot 1. Which,
Yeah, they changed how the bonus... They changed how you get the bonus rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I thought was very
The
interesting.
Catechris bounds round!
Bounds rounds. It was just, you know, like, little things like that they changed, which, you know, I can imagine some people would be upset about. Because, you know, like, the token, like, the bonus
Here's
stages...
something else. In fact, Guy complains because he was like, oh, well, in Crash 2, the bonus level boxes count towards the box total, when in the original version of Crash 1, they didn't do that, and I don't like that change, and I'm just like, okay.
Yeah. It just makes...
I actually like
That's
the
such a-
deathless. I actually like the
That's such a
deathless
minor
routes you get.
change. That's such a minor change. Also, by the way, one of the things that Crash Bandicoot did on the PS1, they changed this for the Insane Trilogy, so you can't really tell. But on the PS1 version of Crash 1, you need to break every box in a stage without dying a single time to get the gems. And you also... And the saving mechanics are also very convoluted. So, in Crash 2, changed that by allowing you to save at any point you want. And, like...
Very...
And also not needing you to get the, all the boxes without dying. I don't know why this was ever an issue, but I'm glad it was fixed, so...
Yeah, because from what you described it, that was bullshit.
I wonder, like, when they were making Crash 2, I wonder what they were kind of, like, thinking about, I guess is, like, the right word. Because, like, I mean, you know, with most sequels, I think Roxy would know, as well as me. Like, you know, like, the Mega Man series, like, they barely change. Like, there's, like, subtle differences. Like, you could slide in one of the games, but it's like, in real honesty, they don't change very much. Like, how you still get to point A to point B is relatively the same. Mega Man 4.
Well, that's
that's
why video game sequels... That's why it's so much easier to make a video game sequel than it is to make a sequel to, like, a movie. Because in a video game sequel, all you need to do is take what the original did and do it better.
Yeah.
When in a movie, that just makes it a lazy sequel.
Yeah, like, I mean, you know, I think, like, the best example is, like, for, like, good sequels is, like, obviously I bring up X2. Because, you know, X2 did a good job making a sequel where they just continue on from what the original built up. Which we'll get to X2 at some point. I promise. But, you know, like, with Crash, they actually went out of their way to... not only just, like, you know, make Crash feel way more fun to play with more unique ideas, they also just made it a fun game. And that's all they really needed to do, was just make a better and more fun game. And with Crash's moveset, they succeeded, but they also removed a few things that I feel like some people probably wouldn't be happy about. Like, again, like I bring up like the bonus stages. It felt like you had to earn your way to get them. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
you don't.
Another way
You can
thing
just
you have
walk
to
up
earn
to
your
it.
way through is another way you have to earn your way through, which I like, is the death routes or deathless routes, whatever you want to call them.
Oh yes, death routes.
Yeah. See, they kept. See, that's the substitute for the like, because like in Crash 1, in the original version of Crash 1, you couldn't die when getting the
I'm trying to get
boxes,
the
but the thing is, for
yeah.
Crash 2, yeah, Crash 2's sort of workaround to still have dying be something that punishes you in completion is that some of the stages have these death routes that you can't
Yeah.
access if you
Mhm.
die.
I think
on
some of
your-
them have boxes which you need to finish.
Yeah,
Or is that
I think some of them do.
yeah?
But I think
So,
that
no,
Yeah, you
I
need
think
you,
some of
you
them
need
actually
to go
have
on some. You need to go on some of them to complete the game. Yeah.
yeah, and some of them do have crystal. Yeah, no, not crystals, gems.
yes.
Yeah.
Crystal gems.
Speaking of crystals,
We are
that's-
the crystal gems.
Ah!
I haven't seen this show.
You really should. It's a truly phenomenal piece of art.
Imagine I watch it and I'm like, man, this sucks. Every criticism on the internet was right.
Lily Orchard was actually right.
No!
the entire time. No, I'm kidding.
Don't you dare!
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I actually
I
like Steven
can't believe
Universe.
Steven Universe tried to redeem a dictator. That's like bad.
Anyway, so to
It'll be
continue,
not so bad once you know the context.
so to
No, I was making a joke. I don't actually
okay.
know the context. I've just heard that complaint. I was mocking it.
So
Okay.
to continue off of it, off of like the gem part is another thing they added. They added in the crystals, which is a huge plot element. I already briefly brought it up, but I'll bring it up again. That this is they added in crystals
You
that
just
you had
collect
to
them so naturally. So some of them you can miss, and I didn't realize till World 4 that you had to get all the crystals to fight the boss.
get. Mhm.
That's literally the plot of the game, sir.
Oh wow.
No,
Is
Yeah, I
that
know, but
Cortex
you
needed
just
to
collect the
collect
crystals so naturally. It just didn't come to mind. Especially
So
since
here's
the one I posted earlier, which for some reason was hard to find and I missed it.
I think that's
Well,
funny.
not hard to
I
find. I
will-
was just a fucking idiot.
I will
was right
say
there.
something I do find funny is that with the levels on Cortex's space station, like in Warp Room 5, Cortex already has those crystals. Crash has just collected them anyway because he doesn't know any better, and I think that's really funny. You know,
Yeah,
because
'cause-
Yeah.
Cortex was like, "Okay, give the crystals to Engine,"
Mhm.
when he only has 20. When Crash only doesn't have all of them that Cortex needs, because Cortex already has the other 5.
All right, cool. Sorry, I'm actually, believe it or not, hey, people out there, Roxy finally fucking did it. Roxy did it.
What?
Roxy actually,
What?
you actually picked something that honestly, like right now, I am sitting down and I'm playing Crash Bandicoot 2, and I'm actually trying to go for 100%. Alright,
Yay! Are you
I'll
gonna
just-
go for the time trials, which weren't in the original version of the game, or no?
I might just do some of the time trials because it'd be fun. I'm just like turning off my brain and playing it. Because, we're just talking here.
The
Like
time trials are fun, except for on the polar bear stages.
Yeah, I
Oh,
guess.
the
I'm not gonna go for
the
the
polar
golden
bear
relics.
stages are they're all right.
I just did one of the death routes
You
for
only
Air
you only
Crash.
need the gold relics for completion.
Sorry, I just wanted to bring up that Roxy does pick good things sometimes. So you know what? Don't worry. I'll
like
give the game-
Sharknado.
You're acting like Darius and I have Darius has like a running joke with me that like when I'm like, hey, what do you want to play? He'll always say, let's play Mario Kart 64. Because one time when I played it, I fucking crashed out because that game fucking sucks at times. It's not the worst game I ever played.
Wario Stadium, sweet.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Hey.
Because I know my dad sometimes jokes with me when we watch a movie. Hey, why don't you watch the live-action Disney remakes? I know you like those.
Oh yeah.
I know he's joking, but still.
Well, anyway.
Back with Crash 2, yeah, the gems, like, not only is it fun to get them, but, like, I mean, like, it's kind of just, like, a cool idea, so then it's, like, you could just beat a level, but if you miss that gem, you gotta go all the way back, and that only happened to me once, and it's the same level that Sir missed.
It happened to me, like, 3 times.
It only happened to me once, and I didn't realize I missed it. I was like, oh, I thought I grabbed that. But then I like went back.
Look, if you're
and I saw it, I was like, oh, there it is.
The only instance in which you're gonna lose, in which you're gonna miss the crystals, are on the pits, which has a fork in the road, and it's on one of the forks, which I think is really dumb, and I don't think they should have done that. And for the sewer levels, one of them, I don't remember which one, but one of them has like a split path. And the way with the crystal is marked with Wumpa fruit, but the end of the level is down the other way. Although I think the fact that it's marked with Wumpa fruit indicates that you're supposed to go that way first, but I mean, I guess technically somebody might not do that, which is probably what happened to you.
Yeah, I just didn't notice. But that was the only one.
I just didn't notice, like, yeah, like with here, remember?
Yep. But that's the only stage that happened with me. Every other stage, I just collected them. Whenever I play a game like Crash Bandicoot, like mostly those games where you don't where it's just mostly platforming, I don't really care too much to listen to the story. So normally it would be like I play it and then I have something on in the background while I play, because that's just how I roll sometimes. If it's a game that doesn't require my full attention, other than just maybe, like only whenever it's like a story-based RPG. Like, say Xenoblade as just an example.
I just think this story's a fun time because you're working for the villain, but the protagonist character doesn't know, but the player does.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they could have also made it so the player doesn't know, to create like suspense for the reveal. Oh, he's evil. Again.
Okay, but Coco literally just comes in and is like, Crash, I don't think we should trust this guy.
But actually, yeah, you're right.
Crash is like a...
Okay, here's the thing. If you wanted to have that be a big reveal sort of thing, maybe have it maybe have only Cortex and Embryo show up as holograms. But no.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't think the fact that it's not a
honestly,
big reveal
it still works without it. Like,
nobody's playing Crash Bandicoot for the
like to have it,
story.
yes, but this game still works fine without it.
Nobody's playing Crash Bandicoot 2 for the story anyway. It's not like it matters. Although there's that one kid who got like Crash Bandicoot 2 for Christmas and then never played it after the tutorial level because they're like, "Oh no, if I succeed, Cortex is gonna be evil."
Yeah, he's like, I don't want to help the main villain.
I don't want to help you. And Crash is
Here's
smart.
the funny thing. If you beat the levels without grabbing the crystals repeatedly, Cortex gets mad and yells at you.
Crash 2, if Crash knew all along,
if Crash
was like, there's like, why don't you take a 12-step program off a 10-step pier?
Oh yeah, also, so I'm just gonna point out things that people say don't make sense, but they do anyway. So like, people are all like, "Oh, well, some of the animal minions enemies in the game look like Engine, but Engine's working with Cortex, so why would Engine send these guys out to kill you?" It's because they're Embryo's minions. They just happen to look like Engine. So what?
Yeah.
Embryo's the guy who's sending guys to kill you throughout the game,
Yeah, like the all-threatening Komodo brothers. Who remembers them?
Also, just here's the thing. And then in the final warp room where it does actually have Cortex's minions, that's because Cortex doesn't need you anymore. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Which is
Yeah.
also why Engine attacks Crash after Crash gets the first 20 crystals, the ones Cortex didn't have.
Yeah.
Because it's like, okay, well, you've outlived your usefulness. Give me the crystals, and I'm gonna shoot you in the fucking head now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot,
What section are
idiot.
we on?
I don't. Do you have any? Does anybody else have much else to say about the gameplay? Because I just think it's a really
I
fun
think we've
time.
Yeah,
finished out
I
some
like-
gameplay at this point.
So Crash 2, here's the thing. Crash 1 had 2 vehicle levels, one of which was a secret level. And then Crash 3 has literally half the game be vehicle levels. Crash 2 hit the perfect balance because it has some vehicle levels and some platformer levels have vehicles sections spliced into them, like with Unbearable and the Jetboard stages. I think Crash 2 just hit a perfect balance of main gameplay and alternative control schemes.
Yeah. I do think like the balancing of it is good. Aside one part, the jetpack.
Is it going to be the fact that the 2 jetpack levels are
Yes.
in the
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
forgot to
same
mention
world?
the jetpack and jet ski.
Yeah,
The gameplay.
the jet ski's okay. I don't really have too much of a
The
problem.
jet
with
ski's
it.
pretty cool.
I
A
like
bit
the
wonky, like
jetboard
when
a lot.
turning, when especially when they try to sneak through the in between nitro crates and die anyway.
It's also funny because Crash 4's design philosophy clearly took the most inspiration from Crash 2 because all the levels are platformer levels, but it has alternate character stages plus some of the platformer levels have the jetboard and animal riding sections that control like the ones in Crash 2 rather than the other games. So
Yeah, I do think they did a good job here with
Okay.
it all balancing aside the jetpack, which is my least favorite.
And it's like they were aware that 2 is the fan favorite.
Yeah.
gee, I wonder why. And you know what's also funny?
I remind me of how MK9 took a lot of inspiration from the second Mortal Kombat, since they're also aware that game is the fan favorite
Same with
among
Street
the
Fighter.
2B era.
I was
Yeah,
just gonna say what's also really funny about that is in the PS1 version, like in the original version, Clancy Brown actually got cast as Cortex for Crash 2 and he played him for a bit, like for a couple games until like Twin Sanity, which is basically Crash 5.
It is crazy how the Crash series has multiple entries, but like most people are like, there's only 4. There's only 4 entries, which I get it, you know, because like PS2
1
was-
through 4 in CTR. You can skip the rest. And not actually. I mean, I don't have access to all the games. So
Wait, you don't want to play the
They don't.
highly acclaimed DS game Crash Boom Bang?
I do want to play Twin Sanity, but unfortunately it's not accessible to me, so whatever. I do have Crash Bandicoot the Huge Adventure on the GBA. So that's cool.
I do own Wrath of Cortex and what was the other one? Twin Sanity, I think.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Here's a question, Caroline. What would you say is Crash Bandicoot 4? Is Crash Bandicoot 4 Wrath of Cortex, because that's the 4th mainline game? Is it Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time, because it has 4 in the title and follows up from Crash 3 directly? Or is it Crash Team Racing, because that was the 4th game in the entire series?
Japan calls Wrath of Cortex Crash Bandicoot 4.
Yeah, I know.
So it's like the whole what is Super Mario Bros. 4 debate, because World was called Super Mario Bros. 4 in Japan.
Okay, I don't actually care. I was just making a joke.
I'm trying to think, like, because, I mean, that is just, like, a very interesting thing, because, like, why would you name multiple Crash games, like, Crash 4 in, like, a different language, but then it's like, when we actually get Crash 4, or what they would call Crash 4, you know, we got...
Should we get back on the subject for Crash 2?
Sorry, I just wanted to mention that, because I just think it's a little weird. But yeah, The gameplay, as I stated, it's still really stellar to play. But there is one thing. It's the jetpack, and I was going to bring this up. So
He can fly real high with this jetpack on.
I do not like the jetpack. I think it is. I get it. Like, it's only 2 levels, so it's not that big of a deal. But still, it's in the game. It's in 2 sections. Like, literally, whenever I played it, I was like, this fucking jetpack sucks. Okay, well, at least that's it. And then, like, literally, they made a fucking sequel, and it was, like, 2 levels later. I was like, what the fuck? Like, why? Okay, you obviously want to use this
It's only
mechanic.
in the last world, too.
Yeah.
I think it's clear that they wanted to. It feels honestly. I think the jetpack levels are fine, but given how short they are, and the fact that the jetpack is like shown off at the end of the original PS1 Crash 2 menu, I think the jetpack was put in just to show off.
Yeah. It's not as bad as the wing cap, but I'm not the biggest fan. That's all I want to say. I just think that it could have been better if they
Yeah, at
just...
least I can actually control it.
Yeah.
Unlike the wing cap.
I do think it's weird that, like, it's only in 2 levels, but, like, that's, like, the main gameplay of the final boss.
Why did they make it the final? I'm sorry.
Hold on.
Crash 2.
We'll get to the bosses later.
Yeah, we'll get to bosses later. I just wanted to bring it up. It's just very weird that they made it, like, that's the final boss segment. I just think it's a little odd. I just want to bring it up now, and don't worry, we will talk about it. Because it's just very odd. What else to bring up? Yeah, jet ski portions of the levels are good. The riding animals, like, it's all good. It doesn't feel like a cluttered mess like a certain other game.
The polar ride inside fun.
Yeah.
I will say this. I'm sorry. I just wanted to mention this. I don't really know how to do a sequitur or whatever. Just Crash Bandicoot 2 as my favorite video game OST.
Oh, I was gonna bring up.
And I'm completely serious about it.
I was gonna bring up, like, the music and the graphics, a little bit later.
Yeah.
But we can bring it up here.
Funnily enough, the game actually looks better on the PS1.
Alright, well, we'll talk about
There's
that.
just, I mean, okay, that's just my own personal opinion. I just really like just PS1. The whole PS1 graphics are just very pleasing to me.
They're very charming.
Have you seen the Sega Saturn graphics? Like, that isn't for a Sonic game? Like, look at footage of Rondo. Or R-O-D-E, that's how it's pronounced, but it looks like fucking ass. I don't know why I bring it up, but, like, the Saturn came out around the same time as the PlayStation 1, so... I thought I mentioned it. But I think it looks charming, too. Yeah, I get where you're coming from. To go on from that, I don't have a whole lot more to say about the gameplay. It's just a very fun game to play.
Yeah, me neither. It's still very fun.
Also, I don't know why, I feel like Crash moves way more fluid in this game. Compared...
He totally fucking does.
Compared to 1. Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. Ooh.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no, Crash... Just... Just once again, it feels like they took everything Crash 1 did, which Crash 1, once again, I think Crash 1's a pretty good game, and just, they completely buried it because they did it so much better this time around.
Yeah. Sir, you have any closing thoughts?
Closing thoughts? We're not done!
Oh,
what?
No, I was meaning about the gameplay.
The gameplay.
Meaning the gameplay, not the entire game.
Yeah, huge improvement. Would play this again over the first one any day.
Okay. Alright, gotta pause that. That's really addicting. Okay. Shall we now move on to boss fights?
Oh boy.
they're mid at best.
These are easily the worst part of the game, aside the jetpack segments. I'm sorry.
Okay, Ripper Ruse is literally just you stand in a spot that he
Yeah,
doesn't go
I
to,
remember.
and then you're
I
fine.
remember first fighting him, and it was like, oh no, not again. This last time, it literally took me around an hour to beat Ripperoo in Crash 1.
I love Ripper Ruse though as a character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I was so surprised that I beat him first try here. That should have been a good indication of what the bosses are like in this game.
I
Well,
can't.
to be fair, it's the first. He's the first boss. I mean, Papu Papu in Crash 1.
I will say that most of these villains are extremely like, aside from like their designs and stuff. I'm meaning like as bosses, they are extremely forgettable. Aside Neocortex, or sorry, not Neocortex. Neocortex is just fucking
Engine.
stupid. Engine.
No, Engine's fight is
Engine.
actually Engine's fight actually feels like a boss fight. Like what? Really?
Yeah. I think it was cool that they actually incorporated Crash's Wumpa Fruit into the foray.
Yeah, I was not expecting that. I was like, wait, I can do that? And throw the Wumpa fruit?
My only question is, why can't you just do that the entire time? But you know what? If it's only for this boss fight, fine. That's fine with me.
If it's only for this boss fight, it makes me wonder why they didn't just give him a weapon for this boss fight.
Oh, don't
Crash 3. You're gonna love Crash 3.
Yeah, Crash 3 literally gives you a fucking weapon.
A rocket launcher.
A Wumpa Fruit gun that fires in spurts. If he shoots ya...
If he shoots ya, you'll probably die.
Yeah, because it's a bazooka. Be very shocked if you did not die.
I do think though. So it's kind of weird to me because like Engine as a character is fantastic, but it does kind of question. I do kind of have the question: why did they decide to introduce him when Cortex already had a right-hand man in the first game? Was it just because they thought that Embryo was the only pre-established character who would reasonably be able to build that space laser at the end of the game? Is that the thought process?
I don't.
Or is it
know.
just because Engine's more interesting anyway?
Yeah, he is way more interesting. I think that's what makes it so much better than, say, like, you know, Embryo, because you don't, because like I thought Embryo was just kind of whatever. His boss fight in the first game was okay, but like, you know, aside from that, like I didn't really care too much for him. Here it's like, you know, this and Crash 3, because okay, Roxy, you have to admit the Crash 3 boss fight, it's really fucking cool. At first, I was like, what the fuck was that? Because I beat him really quick. Didn't realize something else came afterwards that made it even better.
Yeah, because here's the thing. It's funny, honestly, because Engine, like, in almost every Crash game except Twin Sanity, Engine has just an absolutely phenomenal boss fight. In, like, almost every... Yeah, in almost every Crash game he has a boss fight in. Just, I think maybe the creators, the people working on the games, realized, hey, wait, if we use this character instead, it'll be better for the future.
Yeah,
because
he is way more interesting.
I mean, what? So with Embryo, you're kind of limited because you have to. He's a biologist. Yes, he does still work with machines, but Engine's just a full-on insane engineer guy who can build whatever ridiculous contraption he wants to use against you.
Yeah.
Which is way more fun than limiting yourself to whatever, I guess, Embryo can mutate himself into this time.
Yeah. I really think what makes it even better is the fact that whenever you do fight him in this game, like, his weakness is fucking Wumpa Fruit. Of all fucking things. That's what breaks the machine.
The science versus nature.
Maybe it's the juice getting into the circuits.
Maybe. But yeah, I really...
Anyway, the Komodo brothers.
Very lame.
Moving on.
I do not care for the Komodo
Another
brothers.
tiny tiger who is not fine at all.
The pause between me saying their name and saying moving on is about how long it takes to actually beat them.
They are not that they are not that big. They're
They're
li-
it's funny. They're actually easier than Ripperoo because at least with Ripperoo, you're sometime when you're playing it the first time, you're like, okay, is this my exact position where I'm safe?
yeah. Ripperoo was was whatever, and then the Komodo brothers. I almost called them the Mario brothers. I don't know why. At least the Mario brothers, they can do combo attacks. These guys just look like a fucking Looney Tunes sketch.
Well,
Like,
you can call them Gerson and Gerson too.
to go on from that, there's also trying to remember his name.
Tiny Tiger's fight was actually really cool
Tiny
though.
That's fun.
Tiny Tiger's boss fight was. It's just basically hope that he lands on the ones that are bad while he's chasing you.
They gotta
You
lead
can
him
lure him.
towards the one.
He
Yeah,
follows
exactly.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's some RNG involved with which ones go bad.
He follows you though. You can lure him onto
Yeah.
the platforms that are gonna fall.
It's still only a matter of when. But man, like, I remember one time like having this huge gap and using the slide jump to like go to the other side. That was fun.
To go from
Ah,
it's just-
that.
Yeah, that's the thing. That fight
they were ripped for
takes-
sure.
that fight takes so much advantage of the new controls you have because you can pull off some crazy dodge and maneuvers
Mhm.
with it.
All
And
right.
also just the whole I just find the whole you can't actually fight him, you have to trick him into killing himself thing really fun for
I got it.
this.
Oh, did I already get this gem? Oh, I already did. Sorry, I I was doing one of the levels and I was making sure I got all the gems. Okay. Oh yeah, I did. Why?
And
No.
apparently I remember seeing like on a YouTube comment section, apparently a lot of people when they played the game for the first time thought Tiny Tiger was Crash's dad for some reason. His name is Tiny Tiger! What the fuck?
Tiny
How do you
Bandicoot.
make that mistake?
I don't know, man. You know, maybe people are just dumber than we think. Who knows? To go.
I mean, based with the
I mean,
current state of the
to be
internet,
fair,
that
my
is
sister
definitely
came to
true.
me one time. My sister came to me one time and was like, "What is Crash Bandicoot?" And I was like, "He's a bandicoot. It's literally in his name."
What is the Duck Hunt dog? Is he a duck just in a dog costume? Who knows?
Guys, me trying to remember what animal Sonic the Hedgehog is.
Me trying to remember what animal Batman is dressed up as.
Yeah, what? Me trying to remember what country Captain America is from. Anyways, to go on from that, I think next is Engine. Ain't it?
Engine.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, it's a little weird that it replaces your spin with thrown fruit, but it's fun. It's a fun one-off mechanic anyway.
Yeah.
And it's pretty easy to understand, so it's not like it changes anything. Plus, you still move and dodge normally anyway.
It's weird because there's no returning bosses aside Ripperoo. Like,
Oh,
And Cortex.
And Cortex,
yeah,
but
of course, Cortex.
calling it a
Cortex Strikes
boss
Back.
is a bit of a stretch.
Like,
It's
they replaced Koala Kong with Tiny Tiger, being like the buff
I
guy.
mean, to be fair, who the fuck cared about Koala Kong?
I thought his boss fight was mid. To be fair, I didn't really care.
My question is, I mean, okay, sure, for Crash 2, it sort of makes sense in Crash 2, right? Because Ripperoo, I mean, Crash 3 would establish time travel exists, and one of the secret endings of Crash 1 says that Ripperoo went through years of therapy and then became a famous professor. So it makes sense that he would turn good, and then go back in time to help Embryo try to stop you, right? Or
Yeah.
whatever. So here's my thing. That my question is, and this isn't an issue with Crash 2 because it makes sense from a storytelling perspective why we fight the specific people we do. why isn't Pinstripe ever a boss again in the series? I mean, except for in Crash Team Racing, but that's a spin-off title. The guy's a fucking mafia boss. Why are you not using him as a character? That's fun.
Pinstripe not returning doesn't make any sense. And then also, what doesn't make any sense is Papu Papu. Why doesn't he come back? I mean, I guess
what Papu Papu has nothing to do with the story of Crash 2.
But still, I mean, really, I mean, I'm just saying, like, it's just kind of weird. There's, like, only one returning boss. The rest are newcomers. And I get it, yes, they probably just want to introduce new things into the series. I get that. But still, I don't know, like, I just kind of wish there was, like, more interesting bosses, I guess. I don't know, Papu Papu. You can imagine he comes back and he's wearing a helmet the entire time? Like, I mean, so then you can't jump on his head. You have to, like, think of another way to get him or something. I don't know. Just something. Anything. I'm just saying, it could have just been better, you know? That's all I'm saying. That we could have had more interesting bosses. I just think it's weird that no one returns aside Cortex and, I almost said Pinstripe. Ripperoo. Yeah.
Okay, I will say that, okay, time for the moment you've all been waiting for, the Cortex boss fight. The thing that ties the whole game together and gives you a really great taste in your mouth after you finish this.
That's it? That's the lost episode? That was just I literally said it's just playing Superman 64. Like, that's all.
That's it? No, it's not even that, because you can't actually get outside of the rings.
It's a lame boss fight. Moving on. I don't think I would ever want...
It's literally just you chase Cortex...
A bit lackluster in Crash 2.
You chase Cortex... It's literally just, you chase Cortex through a corridor using the jetpack. There are some obstacles, and all they ever do is slow you down, including the explosives that slow you down instead of killing you. And Cortex doesn't fight back at all. He just runs away from you. In a game titled Cortex Strikes Back, Cortex just runs away from you, and he dies in 3 hits.
Yeah.
It's so lame.
Yeah, meanwhile, Engine took 5 hits to take down.
And not only that...
More hits than the final boss of your game.
Engine technically took more than 5 hits, because each piece of his health bar takes multiple fruit to get down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's designated by piece. Your second to last boss fight is way harder than your actual boss fight.
It's just like in Crash 1. It's just like in Crash 1, where embryos fight completely upstaged Cortexes.
And that's one thing I do want to bring up. Cortex... Okay, another Crash 3 thing. The Cortex fight from Crash 3 should have been the one in 2 instead. Because, like, that one's at least...
no, because Uka Uka wasn't introduced as a character yet.
Well, see, it would have just been, like, a cool reveal. Like, you're wondering why the fuck this keep appearing up. But
maybe if the story of Crash 2 was that Cortex was going to use the crystals to unleash Uka Uka or something, but
yeah,
that's not what...
Yeah, they could have done something like that, but, like, I'm just saying as, like, a theme of the boss fight. It's like okay, say what you want about Crash 3, but at least it's cool with the boss fights.
Well,
Crash,
yeah.
I mean, there's not a whole lot else cool about the game, but, like, that's cool. It at least felt like, you know, you're building up to it.
It's interesting, really, because Cortex throughout the Crash series just... Like, he's a joke villain. You're not supposed to take him seriously at all. Yet he remains the main antagonist just because of how persistent he is in his pursuits against Crash. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even though all the other villains are more competent and usually have better boss fights. It's odd, really. Cortex is kind of unique among video game villains because usually his final boss fights suck. But he's still so endearing as a character, it doesn't really make that much of a difference.
It's kind of
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but, like, I kind of always go, alright, well, let's compare, like, Cortex to Bowser, I guess. Like, for just an example, it's like, Bowser can be silly and stupid at times. I mean, we all know that. They use him in the fucking parental controls video. Like, he could be stupid and silly.
But still be threatening.
Yeah, like I mean, Bowser's Fury, as an example. He's badass and cool.
Well, you know what, Caroline? Play Crash 4, and then we can talk about.
Actually, no. That's the whole reason Sakurai invented Giga Bowser, is because he likes the threatening version better than the goofball version of Bowser.
Yeah, like you can have both. Oh, sorry.
I'm just gonna say, Caroline, if you think Cortex can't be steered as a villain, he's not. He isn't usually. But if you think Cortex can never be a threat, talk to finish Crash.
Well, I will once I do a. Once we get around to doing Crash 3, then I'll play Crash 4. Just so then I can be like, oh yeah, the game afterwards really good. Cause like I mean, this game's really good. Like I'm honestly like when we were like we're doing Crash 2, I was like, oh no, I don't really want to get mad at a game because like I wasn't really having a great.
Caroline, I think you've just conditioned yourself to be repulsed by anything I like.
Well, see, like, it's not even that, because, like, with Rick and Morty, I just didn't like Rick and Morty to begin with. It wasn't necessarily you being the problem, it was more of me not liking Rick and Morty at all. But I still gave it a chance, and I knew that you can pick, I know you can pick good stuff. You have before. Men in Black, Family Guy Season 1... you technically picked Crash Bandicoot. I mean, I know you're going to say that I picked it, but I mean, you can make the argument that I picked it because of you. But it's like, I mean, you make good choices. It's just with Crash Bandicoot, I was like, I'm really scared I'm not going to like Crash 2. And I really I was scared, but like, you know, I like Crash 2. I really do want to see what happens with the series after 3 because I played 3. And I had a good time with 3. I thought 3 was alright.
Yeah, I mean, 3 is fun, but it's not really substantive, is my take on it.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry. Enough about 3. But yeah, no, I was... Like, the boss fights was my only issue with this game. Because, like, I was like, I don't know. Like, that's one thing I love about certain games. Is, like, the boss fights... Like... I don't know if I've just been spoiled because I played like a lot of games that I'm like, oh yeah, the best boss fights, you know, Gygus or fucking the boss from Metal Gear, you know, and yes, that's their name, or that's what they call her. But yeah, like you know, it
is kind of funny though. It is kind of funny though to fight an actually pretty difficult henchman and then go through a couple difficult levels, and then the final boss goes down as easily as Zote from Hollow Knight, who's just a joke, who you can just throw against the wall and he loses immediately.
Yeah, I just kind of wish the villains were a little bit cooler. And I mean, like, again, not saying that, like...
That's the thing, though, Caroline, as this series goes on, I mean, Cortex is, throughout a lot of Crash 2, he is supposed to be, like a villain that... Crash 3 is when Cortex really steps into the joke villain role, but just as the series goes on, Cortex is easily the best character in the series. Just you can't hate him.
I don't
he's
hate
just
him.
He's just such a pathetic antagonist, but he's so persistent, you kind of have to love it. You know what I mean?
I think one of my...
Yeah.
Like, whenever we did Crash 1, and I, like, fought him, I was like, oh, awesome. You know, his boss fight was okay. I thought it was a little weird that, like, Crash wouldn't move the fuck out of the way so I can see. But you know what? Cool. I'm glad that he has a boss fight like this. You know, he makes him, like, intimidating. He's up close. He's like, curse you, Crash Bandicoot! Like, it's cool. And then once you get to Crash 2, he's more of just like, oh, don't get me, guys! Ah! And then you grab him, and he's like, oh, darn, you got me! Crash 3 does it.
Well, that's the thing. For most of Crash 2, he has to put up an act because he wants Crash to believe that he's working for a good cause.
Yeah, he's turned over a new leaf, you know?
After the first game, you're just now a nice guy? I doubt it.
And it's fun to mess with Cortex as well and see, like, and see his whole facade fall apart at the seams pretty early on, honestly.
Yeah. But aside us bringing up the villains, Engine's my favorite.
Also, what do you guys think of the new character, Coco, Crash's sister? Who
They
they put in because Universal thought that Crash's girlfriend Tana was too problematic with her design. So they still wanted to have like a female lead character in the series, so they gave Crash a younger sister
which
who's into like science and stuff.
Which Insane Trilogy allows you to play as Coco during stages of the game. Like, you can swap to Coco. And I think she's a really good addition. I think she's
a really good character.
Yeah, she's
yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Like, she's actually a character?
Yeah. And I think what makes it even cooler is just the fact that, like, she does do stuff. It's not, like... And in Crash 3... she's mostly like the motorboat, or the I almost said motor, not the motorboat. What's the specific levels?
Jet ski.
Jet ski, the jet ski and the polar bear. Oh, tiger. Tiger electronic handhelds. Okay.
And also she gets to fight Engine.
Yes. In Crash 3.
Yeah, you play as her during Engine's boss fight.
Yeah,
in Crash
and then
3.
the tiger comes in. Okay, but anyways, yeah, she's a cool addition to the cast. I'm glad she was. I'm guessing she was always from this game, and they just threw her in Insane.
Oh yeah. She's in every game in the series afterward.
Yeah.
She and Crash basically share the spotlight as the main characters, even if most of the time you're playing as Crash.
Yeah. I like Coco. I think she's cool.
Crash 4, by the way, allows you to switch between them at any time.
Oh, that's awesome. Cause like one of my things with Crash 1 was like they let me play as Coco, and I'm like, okay, cool. Cause like I mean I don't know. I think I like her design more than Crash's. I guess I don't know. Smaller hitbox. I don't fucking know. But
also she's wearing more than shoes. She's also wearing more than shoes and pants.
Yeah.
She got overalls and a laptop.
Well, I mean, I certainly hope she's wearing more than shoes and pants. She's a child.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I thought she was. It's a great addition, and I think that if they ever do decide to make Crash 5, I mean, honestly, I was always kind of like, with a side character like Coco, or a side character like, any side character, I'm always like, oh, they should get a, what's it called? Like a spin-off title, I don't know what they would do with Coco, but, like, I don't know.
Caroline, let go of the monkey's paw before you finish this sentence, because if you continue to hold it while saying this sentence, we're going to end up with Dr. Cortex's mean Bandicoot machine.
Mean Wumpa fruit machine. Or some bullshit like that. I don't know. I'm always of the monkey paw, holding the monkey paw all the time. I'm always like, oh, I don't know, it'd be a great idea. Yeah, a great idea.
Great idea.
On paper, maybe. Fuck. So, yeah. To go... I think that's really all we have to say about the boss fights. Shall we move on to the graphics and music? Because Roxy...
Oh, you know what? One thing I just thought of. With the giant head and how just, like, stupid of a villain he is, I wouldn't be surprised if Cortex was part of the inspiration for Megamind.
You're not just... It's like, you're missing one thing.
Like that actually makes sense, right? And,
I could see it.
It actually does. Wow.
Yeah. So, shall we move on to the music and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Crash 2. I specifically mean the PS1 version. The Insane Trilogy soundtracks are good, but they don't recapture the same magic as the PS1 versions. The PS1 version of Crash 2's soundtrack is literally my favorite video game soundtrack.
Which is kind of shocking to me, but I can see why. I mean, I've listened to a little bit of it. I got a little list. Okay, I'm sorry. So I guess to go on with the music and sound effect, I think the game looks good on Xbox One or Xbox Series S and X. I think the music's pretty good. I mean, it ain't gonna be hitting my top 10 anytime soon, but you know what? But
Yeah, it's pretty good music.
yeah, I enjoyed it.
Enjoyed it.
I implore you though, after this, well, after this and after you watch the fucking promo version of Crash,
The
please
what?
listen to the PS1 version of the soundtrack. The promo version of Crash.
Oh, I thought you
I
said
just flew through the new ruins level, and boy, are my arms tired.
I thought for a minute you said the porno version of Crash. I was like, whoa, what are you
Well, okay.
offending
I mean,
me?
I can say I can find that.
No,
if
you don't
want
gotta
me to.
do that.
No.
You know, to be fair, I wouldn't be shocked if Roxy would do that. But to go on from, I almost said Bandicoot. Well, to go on from the Bandicoot, we should talk about, like, to continue on with the music. I mean, it's a good soundtrack. I think it's a little bit more memorable than Crash 1. But, you know, that's just me. I think the game...
Also, it's just such a nice... Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead.
I was going to say, it's such a nice touch that the bonus stages have their own music.
Yeah. They do have... I do also have to say one other thing. And this does kind of have to go with the graphics and stuff. Man, I do kind of miss the interconnected world map, but I do not see how it would work in this game. Like, it just couldn't physically
It
work.
fundamentally wouldn't work because each world is a bunch of disorganized stage themes.
That's the problem. I couldn't see it work without having to do that, so... You know, it just kind of sucks that they like
Well,
had to get
also,
rid
how
of
would
it.
you put the
But how would you do
how
it?
would you put the secret warp room on that anyway?
Exactly. That is kind of the problem. You wouldn't be able to. And I get it, like that's part of the reason. But I'm just saying, would have been cool to see the world map come back. I'm always like a sucker for world maps where I'm like, oh yeah, this game's way better than this game because, like, I mean, with Galaxy's like, oh yeah, or like, not Galaxy, Galaxy 1 versus Galaxy 2, they're all in like their own little space domes. While Galaxy
Caroline,
1 is one big one.
you are going to love Crash 4. I'm just gonna say, like every single thing you say, minus the completion requirements, because that's like the one really bad thing about that game. Everything you say, Crash 4 has got your back. Like, okay, it has a good it ends on a good Cortex fight. It has worlds, but each world is a different dimension, so they have their own completely different themes from each other. So, and it has a map. So, like,
And
Crash 4 is literally just like
don't forget, you can also turn off lives.
Scenario Crash game.
Don't forget, you can also turn on
you can also
lives.
turn off lives.
Which is
So no, Crash 4 is literally everything you would have wanted. You specifically
so tired
would
of
want
dying and
Crash
having
game.
to restart the whole level.
You know what?
Well, you know, as long as you don't go for completion, because Jesus fucking.
I go for like completion, and I'm just like, I'm good. I mean,
Caroline, do not go for
you.
completion in Crash 4. I have heart issues, but like genuinely for like the last couple hours of fully completing Crash 4, I felt like I was gonna have a heart attack. It was that stressful.
But yeah, I mean, I'm hoping 4 is a great game. I want to like buy it, and not just use Game Pass because I use Game Pass to play through these games. Because, you know...
I actually pre-ordered Crash 4, like, when it was coming out.
Yeah, it came out in 2020, didn't it?
I
yeah.
So.
Yeah, I was a little...
In fact, the first video on my entire channel... The first video on my entire channel is a Crash 4 video. And I played through a good portion of that game on the channel. And the funny thing is, I didn't realize my microphone was off. And also, the first video on my entire channel the title is a joke about it coming out in 2020 because in that game you have to look for interdimensional masks. So I made it. So I made the title "Searching for Masks" because of the
Yeah,
pandemic.
COVID. Yeah. Um, I mean, there's already just a lot happening in 2020. That's when I played Resident Evil 7 for the first time. 7 Remake came out. You know, a lot of big games already came out, and also a lot of tragedy happened. So, you know, and I never played Crash, so like I think the next year is when I got the in like a year or two later. That's when I got the Insane trilogy on PlayStation. Yeah, that's another thing. Since I have Game Pass, and that's the reason why I've been playing it. If I ever want to go back to these games, I have a totally different console I can go on to if I wanted to do it once it leaves Game Pass. But I highly doubt it because Microsoft now owns
You play
Activision. So.
yeah, now you can only play them on Microsoft.
So, what do you guys
game.
think of the completion requirements in Crash 2 anyway? Do you think that having to get every box is fair? And do you think having to explore the stages... Do you think having to explore the stages to find hidden gems and, like, secret paths and stuff, what do you think of that?
That's all pretty cool.
I think it's a good way. It kind of reminds me of Mario 64. I mean, not Mario 64, like just any collectathon. Like, it just makes the most sense to do something like that. You know?
Well, yeah, and also just because with the original version of Crash 2 changing it so that you can die and still get the box gems, you might as well just use the lives you have to go try to explore and see if you can find any secret passageways just by messing around with things that look off or weird to you. You know what I mean? Like the Room of Nitro boxes, where if you go past it, the wall is actually fake and you can get a hidden gem, a hidden special gem, and the like the path to another warp room where you have to jump on some boxes above a river to get to a platform that's just completely isolated from everything else.
Yeah. It's
like, that's fun. I think that's really cool.
Yeah. I will say with Insane Trilogy, I know that the games were not intended with the like the game itself was not intended to have a speedrun mode or like a time trial run, you know. But honestly, I like that that this game has it, and it does make me go, yeah, how fast can I do that? Like, again, Crash 1...
Well, and they're just fun to try.
Yeah, with Crash 1, I was like, fuck you, I'm not going to do that. I already beat you, I'm good. I mean, I'm not trying to act like Crash 1's a bad game. I'm just saying, like, I was more like, I don't want to.
They even added it because Crash 2's design is much more open to being played quickly. They even allowed you in the Insane Trilogy to unlock the speed shoes power up from Crash 3, so you can run faster in Crash 2.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Which, I mean, it's really annoying when you're trying not to run into the mines on the boulder stages, let me tell you.
Alright. Along with all that, shall we move on to talking about expectations for the sequels that are coming up? Because I know Sir's
I have not played Crash 3.
Yeah, Sir hasn't played Crash 3. How do you think Crash 3 is going to go for you?
I think, I don't know, depending if it's truly like overstuffed with vehicle stuff like you said it would.
Caroline, you can vouch for me, right? Since you've also played Crash 3, it is literally half of the game is gimmick stages.
Yeah, I'm not gonna deny
it.
It's mostly vehicles, and like, you know, a lot of people will be like, "Oh, what's wrong with vehicle stages? I like them," and you know what? That's good. I'm glad you like them. You know what? Here's a candy bar.
That's fine, but I don't want it to overshadow the main gameplay.
Yeah, and also I noticed that they really, it like feels like most of the levels are like You know, like, it's not only just like, oh, you're gonna drive a car this stage, or, you know, whatever the fuck. It's more like,
Also, they're so underbaked, and with the exception of the jet ski ones, they're really short.
yeah, like, the dog fights specifically. Fuck. The dog fights. Those things are way too fucking easy. Like, all you do is just shoot, 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 shoot. Bam, you did it. Congratulations. Have a nice day. Like, that's it. And it sucks. It's awful. It's garbage. The dogfights suck. But not only do the dogfights suck,
The only
the
reason
car racing
the only
levels.
reason the dogfight levels exist is just so you're not thrown into a completely new control scheme for engines fight.
But even then, like, they still suck. They're not all that fun. And they didn't
No,
seem
I
to-
know. I
Yeah.
agree with you.
Also, not only that, they did that with you with the Wumpa fruit in the second game. In this game that we're talking about right now, they already
Yeah,
did that.
just the difference. The difference is it's not a completely new control scheme
Yeah, but they could have easily, like,
because you're still platforming as usual. You just throw fruit instead of spinning.
also, to go along with that, one thing that I wanted to bring up was they also have the tiger section, which it seems like every Crash game does
What?
that.
This is accidentally becoming a two-parter video.
Yeah, no, don't worry. I'm just saying, like, most of the time, you're never, like, really, like, control the fucking car. Why do so many games think that cars are good ideas? Grand Theft Auto's, like, the only one that
It's a
seems to do it right.
motorcycle.
I don't care. There's cars around you the entire time. I hate
You have to admit, though, the image of Crash Bandicoot in a biker jacket is fucking awesome.
Yeah,
it is cool,
that's
but
what it looks of it.
my entire life just flashed before my eyes. Why did it do that? To go along with that, though, again, I think that, like, Crash, from how you're hyping it up, Roxy, I might love Crash for maybe it would even reach top 20. I don't want to say top 10 because top 10 has like a lot of.
I know a
television.
lot about Crash 4 through categories.
As long as you don't fully complete Crash 4, it probably will be in your top 20.
I'm never probably gonna 100% any, like, even like some of my favorite games of all time, like Earthbound. I never 100%ed Earthbound.
Same with me. I've yet to complete some of my favorite games. Actually, that's odd.
Well, that's good because fully completing Crash 4 feels like sticking a nail against your eye and then ramming a fucking hammer into it.
Damn. I mean, you said that you had heart problems during it, so you know.
Well, I have heart problems normally, just they got especially bad when I was fully completing that game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so something tells me just don't 100% it. And then when people are like, "Why don't you 100% your favorite games?" I'll always say, "Well, then they wouldn't be my favorite games." Cuz like, I mean, some of my favorite games of all times are like 100-hour long RPGs that take for ever to beat, so you know, I don't want to do that. I fucking missed that jump. That's hilarious. But yeah, everything else, Nitro Kart. I'm kind of excited to see what Nitro Kart's all about, but I haven't played it, so it's not really a sequel; it's a spin-off. But I'm counting it. I do own Crash Bash. Maybe I'll give that game a try. Not.
Do you know about the Spyro 3 disc that has a demo for Crash Bash with most of the game on it if you like put in a certain cheat code, but the Komodo brothers boss fight, they didn't actually put the character portraits in yet, so the faces next to the health bars are Bart and Homer Simpson.
Why? Why?
Probably just as placeholders.
Them specifically.
So we're
That's
on
fine.
to the ranking.
All right, yeah. Let's move on to the ranking. I'm going to start with Sir because I really just want to know. What would you rank this?
8 out of 10. It's great.
8 out of 10. All right, Roxy?
You already fucking know it's in my top 10 favorite games. It's a 10 out of 10.
Valid, valid. And for me, I like this game a lot. The boss fights and the jetpack stages being my only two biggest issues. With like smaller issues that don't really matter. Nitpicks, if you will. Not nitpicks. Nitpicks. Oh, okay, cool. Sorry, I just got one of the gems. I thought it said 52 out of 53, and I was like, wait, what? Excuse me? Where's the box? I'm gonna go 8 out of 10. But I really like this game. Like, do I dare give it a higher score?
Yes, yes, you do. I'm gonna gaslight you into liking Crash Bandicoot 2 more.
You're not the. Okay, never mind. But I really do like Crash 2. I think it's a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with 8 out of 10. Can't wait to see what Crash 4 does. Moving forward, especially after.
Honestly,
what's up?
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say, Caroline, since you so happily played Crash 3 after Crash 2, you should just do Crash 4 as soon as possible. I think you'll really like it.
I kind of want
while you're in the mood.
I kind of want to like wait on Crash 4 and do an actual playthrough of Crash 2 and 3. The reason why Crash 2, like why not Crash 1, is because fuck Crash 1. I don't want to play it. I already played it once. I don't want to replay it.
Is it gonna be like one video per world?
Probably something like that. I don't know. I'm not gonna 100% commit to it, so please don't yell at me in the comments going, "Oh, Evil Spirit, that's how you said you were gonna." I'm not committing to the bit yet.
Damn, Caroline, I can't believe you played Crash Bandicoot 2 and you did everything except for the final boss. That would have added an additional 20 minutes to the series. It would have taken you so long.
It would have. Actually, I do have video of me, because like with Crash 1 I did this, so I kind of do it with every Crash game. You can see me playing Crash 2. What the fuck is this bird?
Are you on Turtle Woods? Are you looking at the ostrich?
Yes.
That's a platform.
Yeah, I noticed. How do I get it to go higher?
You can't.
Unless
you die.
I really hate these fucking things. To go on from that, yeah, I'm gonna say it's an 8 out of 10.
Next time. Oh, it's still reading.
Hold on one second.
I feel like we've been talking. I feel like we've been doing an outro for the past 30 minutes.
Okay.
Because we haven't talked much about Crash 2.
We talked enough. You know we did. Okay. So since this is episode 29, stay tuned for next week when we talk about our top 10 favorite movies of all time.
That was top 5.
Oh yeah, sorry, top 5. I don't care. Okay. So, moving on from that, after that, we have our very special, another special guest. We will have Hexia on for K-Pop Demon Hunters.
Woo!
Which is a show that Darius...
A movie.
Or, sorry,
It's
the
a movie.
Yeah, the movie that
A
Darius
movie
wants
that's
me to
been
watch.
flooding my YouTube recommendations.
I can't wait to talk about it. It's going to be epic.
Yeah.
Like the movie.
You mean the movie Epic by Blue Sky Studios?
Yeah, that movie.
Why did I say Blue Sky Studios like the Cat in the Hat?
To go
You
on
mean
from
like
that,
that Universal Studio?
so
Ching.
I changed this one a lot, but I'm going to stick with this one. After K-pop Demon Hunters, we will talk about me dying to a nitro crate. We'll talk about Resident Evil 7 Biohazard.
Ooh.
AKA, we're finally going to talk about a game I really love, and it's in my top 5 favorite games of all time, which is slowly getting pushed out. But if you remember in our top 10 favorite games list, I mentioned this game. I'm not. Oh, I already said where, but you know what? So yeah. To go on from that, though, after that, we will be talking about a specific Disney movie titled Aladdin.
Da 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 da. Never had a friend like me.
Which there's going to be some controversial opinions.
Well, from you specifically, not us.
Yeah, don't worry.
Caroline's gonna come in and be like, Caroline's controversial opinion. They just come in and like, sorry, I didn't find Jafar sexy.
Sorry, I didn't find the relationship believable.
Especially not when he was a snake.
When he was a snake, I just wanted to do what my dad did when he found a rattlesnake in the road. That was hissing at some people. Spoiler alert! Okay, sorry. That sounded more like a whip. He used the snake as a whip, like Indiana Jones. Fuck.
Things are warming up fast now, boy.
Do you smash it or cut it in half? Because
he shot it.
oh,
What?
Yeah, it was
I
his.
liked.
well, that's better than what I experienced. Because I remember I was at the playground and there's a really big like daycare and they had a snake there, and I think one of the staff members cut it in half right in front of us.
What do people have against snakes? They're adorable.
To be fair, they were hissing at people, and it was
To
scary.
be fair, they might have been poisonous.
Yeah, it was a rattlesnake. So my dad was like, you know what? Anyways, after that,
We have
Yeah, and when Jafar was on screen, you didn't rattle your snake.
oh yeah. We will be talking about
After that, we have an episode I've been planning for since the very beginning.
episode
Hopefully, it comes exactly as I want it.
episode
It
35.
is Toy Story featuring
No,
Gaming
no.
Magic
Oh,
13.
damn, you spoiled it. There's gonna be a big surprise.
Oh,
No,
sorry.
I'm kidding. Kidding, it's not a big
Though
deal.
to be fair, if he doesn't, then we're gonna change it to no longer be Toy Story.
Okay,
Yep.
but it would be really funny if he couldn't make it, so we just start the video going, "Hey, I'm Trevor. Howdy, howdy, howdy."
And then
No,
Oh,
like I said,
wait.
if we can't get him on, we just won't do Toy Story.
we should.
Also, Caroline, please send him that clip. I just think it'd be funny.
I feel like that's how we should start. We should just start the episode anyway, just like, "Hey, I'm Gaming Magic 13. Howdy, howdy, howdy." And then he's just like, give me that. And then we're like, "Welcome to the." Okay. And then episode 35 is Sir's list.
It'll be our top 5 favorite villains list.
Yep.
Crash Bandicoot.
And no
It's
specific
about
medium,
time.
like movies, TV shows, video games, books, fan fiction. No, it's all of them.
To be fair, I probably have the most predictable top villains list ever.
I have been struggling on mine, to be fair.
I found mine pretty much instantly.
Like,
Yeah.
See, the things with our list is I'm always like, I gotta make sure I'm not copying off anybody else's. Because, like, you know, Thanos. I know that's gonna be on one of your guys' lists. But then I'm like,
My top 10 favorite villains, number 1, Fang from Goodbye Volcano High.
oh yeah, totally. Only the best of the best.
such a great villain that they even gaslit the game into thinking they're the hero.
To continue off of that, though, after that will be the end of Season 2A. And then we will be starting our marathon of Batman for the entire month of December. There might be an episode or two that comes out beforehand, but for now, it's mostly... Like, December is mostly going to be us going over all the Batman movies, which include Batman 66, Batman 89, Batman Returns, Batman Forever, Batman and Robin, then Batman Begins, Dark Knight, or The Dark Knight, my bad. The Dark Knight Rises, very stupid title, by the way. Do not like it. Because that literally could have just been the name of Batman Begins, but whatever. Or, honestly, they could have just called it The Dark Knight Returns. Like, because that, I mean, whatever. And then, BVS, which is Batman vs. Superman. And then, last but certainly not least, The Batman, featuring Act the One, who is one of my buddies. And then we would have a video ranking all the Batman movies, and then ranking all the Batmans themselves.
Adam West Batman #1!
So, that is what
As you tell, we have a lot of our plate in the future.
Yep. And we will return to the new year. I'm not going to say with what specifically. I feel like I just want to start off with just like, hey guys, so we talked about Batman. Let's talk about Spider-Man. You know, that would be kind of funny, but I don't think we're going to do anything like that. I think we will take like a little bit of a break from superhero shenanigans for a while. But yeah, that is it for this episode of the Vulture Culture Podcast. Thank you all for listening. If you want to follow any of us individually, Roxy actually just now released, or, well, by the time of us recording this, released their Goodbye Volcano High.
And who knows, maybe by this time I'll get off my ass and make the top 10 favorite YouTubers list.
I need to get off my ass.
Goodbye Volcano High. You mean like at Universal Studios? I don't know why I mutated the joke into that in my mind.
You know, I can't wait till we talk about Goodbye Volcano High on the channel. Not really. I'm lying. I don't want to talk about Goodbye Volcano High.
It'll be really funny though.
Yeah, I guess. Cause we all know that it sucks. But after Goodbye Volcano High, or wait, why am I acting like okay? But if you guys wouldn't mind, follow me or all of us on, or me and Roxy on Blue Skies. We all have letterboxes, and see you guys next week when we talk about our top 5 favorite movies. See you then, gamers. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye Volcano High. I almost missed it.
Yeah.